Hey folks, Shawn over at the Annuity Expert. In today's video, we are going over what annuity arbitrage is and different ways that folks manipulate annuity contracts to maximize payouts, reduce risk, use it to the consumer's advantage. Okay, so usually annuities are used for cash flow. Hey, I want to guarantee. I want the guaranteed income for a fixed period of time or for the rest of my life, right? Uh, or maybe they want tax deferral, or they want a bonus, or a certain type of payout structure, or an alternative to a bond, or alternative to CDs or a managed portfolio. Uh, One of the big things that you have to be aware of is annuity arbitrage. It can be abused by salespeople, and you want to be careful of that. So, in this video, we want to talk about red flags of how it's being abused. So, what to look out for if your financial professional is recommending a certain whatever, and how you can use it to your advantage. Okay. So we'll talk about the red flags. If your financial professional is recommending that you replace your annuity for another annuity and the outcome isn't significantly better for your bottom line, and you can't clearly see that, then your financial professional is doing that to make another commission off of you. They call it churning. Okay. We see this from time to time. So just be careful of that. What you're going to be looking for as a consumer is, all right, hey, I wanted a lifetime income in 5 years, and my financial professional is wanting to replace this old annuity with a new annuity, and the new annuity is around, it's around the same amount as it was before. That is abusing annuity arbitrage, right? That's a red flag. It should be something significantly better. Now, we are in a weird time right now, so annuity arbitrage can work in your favor. If you bought an annuity, before COVID, the reality is it might make sense to replace your old annuity, pay the surrender charges, and buy a new annuity that will give you a significantly higher payout. We've seen it firsthand where folks who have bought an annuity in 2015, deferred it for 5 years, have a 25% lower income amount than if they just would have taken that same annuity and rolled it into a brand new annuity and started the contract fresh and immediate and get a higher payout. We've seen this with our own eyes. Why? Because in 2015, we were at a much lower interest rate environment. And so the payouts, the bonuses, the bells and whistles were all crappier. That's not the word to use. Compared to today, yeah, they were crappier, right? They were good for the time, for the interest rate environment, but we're in a much better interest rate environment, so it made sense. So what you're really looking for is your outcome. Okay, hey, how's the upside potential? Is the interest rate higher? Is the payout higher? Is the bonuses higher? There's got to be a reason for you to start the surrender charge schedule all over again, is what I'm telling you, right? Some other ways of annuity arbitrage is you're currently in a variable annuity, and you're nervous about the market. You can replace that annuity with a fixed index annuity and be protected from losing money. Save, man, a variable annuity is like 3 to 4%. It's probably variable annuity is probably 3 times more in fees than a fixed index annuity. And a lot of variable annuities require you to annuitize your contract if you want the lifetime income. So, the fixed index annuity with the guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit will correct all those things, give you control, earn interest, protect for stock market loss. You pay a third in fees. You probably will have a higher payout, and you don't give up control of your money like a GMIB does. So that's a way. Okay, just be aware. If somebody's coming to you and tells you to replace it out of the blue, make sure that every aspect, is in favor of you. And you can always get a second opinion. You can visit us at the Annuity Expert. We'll give you a free stress test, and we'll tell you stay with your current annuity or move it to a new annuity. Okay. What's some other ways? Income arbitrage. People buy annuity for guaranteed income and use that income for another purpose. I'll give you an example. If you're a real estate investor, some people may buy an annuity, or a small business owner is another way. Hey, you buy an annuity for your loan amount, and you use the guaranteed income to pay off the loan. Right? We're in a high interest rate environment, so let's say you open up a loan today. You put the annuity in play. It pays your mortgage note or pays your business expense, and then when interest rates lower, you refinance those loans or the mortgage, and the annuity continues to pay the same amount of money, which is at a higher payout rate because we're in a higher interest rate environment. And then you pay down your debt down faster. And then when the debt is paid off, you continue to get that same paycheck for the rest of your life. So if you're buying a house, assuming that the interest rates will lower dramatically, which I think it'll lower a good bit at some point over the next 20 to 30 years, right? And you pay down the mortgage. And then when the mortgage is paid off, well, now you have this income coming in from the annuity. It's your retirement. It's a twofer, right? Pay off your house, retirement. Then if you want to sell your house, you could sell your house because you want to downsize. And then you have this lump sum of money, and you still have this paycheck coming in. What else do we have here on the list? You use long-term care arbitrage. You use the annuity income RMDs to fund long-term care coverage. You could retire early by buying a non-qualified SPIA and use a life insurance policy, and you avoid the 10% penalty, 10% early withdrawal penalty from the IRS. Use the life insurance to cover you in case you die prematurely. Excuse me. What else? You can use annuity arbitrage to compare fixed annuity rates against CD bonds and loans. Use a bonus on an annuity to offset surrender charges or some kind of loss from the market. Use a pension arbitrage to take a pension lump sum and use annuities, life insurance instead. Basically, you're taking a lump sum version of the pension, rolling it into an IRA annuity. You're maintaining control of the annuity versus letting the employer maintain control, and you get life insurance. You typically will get a higher payout in a lot of cases there. Medicaid annuity, you're putting some of your assets into a Medicaid compliant annuity to protect some of your assets while your unhealthy spouse needs the Medicaid program. Or if you're single, you're getting that MCA prior to having to go take advantage of Medicaid. So let's just say you've got money. Let's say you're not ultra wealthy and you can't self-fund your long-term care costs, and you know you can't. You can buy an MCA today, get that lifetime income. There's going to be a 5-year look back. When you down the road, when you most likely will need Medicaid, you got about a 70% shot per the Department of Human Health Services, and that MCA will allow you to keep that income to get to use your state's Medicaid program to get into a nursing home, home health care, assisted living, stuff like that. You use charitable annuity arbitrage, where you're donating assets to like a college or a charity, and in return they give you a payment tax-free. So yeah, there's all different types of ways to use annuity arbitrage. It's really up to you. The point of this is to give you. It's really to do two things. Number one, look out for red flags of somebody coming to you and asking you to replace your annuity, right? Just think in your head, is this person trying to make another commission off of me, right? It's okay to make another commission off of you as long as the outcome is significantly in favor of you, right? You become in a better situation as you were from the old annuity. So looking out for red flags, right? The other is to give you ideas of how you can use annuities to do things other than retirement income. Another arbitrage way, you can use certain type of annuities with enhanced death benefits where you can pull out RMDs out and preserve the original principal to pass down to your beneficiaries, right? Those are high net worth individual type of deal. QLAC, you use a QLAC to defer up to $210,000 of your qualified accounts up to age 85. So you cut down on that RMD each year. I mean, there's all different types of ways, but that's kind of the list right there. Got any questions? Leave a comment below. Contact us at the Annuity Expert. We've got the largest selection of annuity products out there in the United States. And we're going to be able to help you find ways of using annuity arbitrage to strategize your assets. So hope this helped, and we'll catch you on the next video. See ya.